Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vishwanath. Today's chapter is triangles and the topic problems based on areas of similar triangles. The topic is problems based on areas of similar triangles. In my previous class, I taught you how to prove when two triangles are similar. Repeat, when two triangles are similar, what about their areas comparison? I mean, when two triangles are similar, the ratio of their areas are equal to square of its corresponding sides ratio. Usually we follow very important three levels of the similarity of triangles. As already taught you, let us have a brief glance on those three levels of similarity of triangles once again. Let us take an example. See, two triangles are given separately, otherwise one triangle is inside the other triangle whatsoever. But there should be a pair of triangle or two triangles are given. Whether these two triangles are similar or not, how to prove? So usually you know that similarities between the smaller and bigger triangle. One triangle will be bigger than the other triangle. These two triangles are equal by their only angles. Understand? These two triangles are equal by their corresponding angles. When we go for the size, I mean the length of its side, definitely both the triangle vary. The length of this triangle side is greater than this, but we go for angles. Look at here, whatever if suppose it is 60 degree, definitely here also 60 degree, here 50 degree, and here also you could see 50 degree. Third angle is 70 degree, totally 180 degree. Here also 70 degree. Look at these two triangles are equal by their angles, 50 equal to 50, 60 and 70. All the three angles are equal. Therefore here let us name this triangle as ABC and this triangle as PQR. See, to prove these two triangles are similar or not, either we need three angles or three corresponding sides or two sides and one angle. In these three criteria, any one criterion is satisfied, these two triangles are definitely similar. So which criterion I should follow to know that what is the main important given, that important given on that the problem you take to the next level. Look at here, all the three angles are equal given, so that we go by AAA. Suppose all the three angles are not given, two sides are in ratio given, use two sides and one angle, or all the three sides are in ratio, you can go by SSS. Out of these three, any one you can use. See, after using any one of the criterion from these three criteria, next what we write, triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR we write. We use this symbol only after the proving these two triangles are similar. If these two triangles are not proved by similar from these three criteria, any one of, you should not use this symbol. When you are using this symbol, out of these three criteria, any one should be used here and proved. Here which criterion is used here in the above problem? Here AAA is used because all the three angles are equal. So AAA used and I proved. You can write the reason here. I used AAA criterion. AAA or any two angles. It is also called as AA. AA or AAA criterion. After these two triangles are proved as similar, we follow the second level. What is the second level? After proving the triangles are similar, we go by side by side. That is AB we take by PQ we are writing. But in congruency, what we were writing? AB equal to PQ we were writing, because congruency is about equal triangles. But here triangles are not equal. One triangle is greater than other triangle. Therefore, AB is greater than PQ. So this greater and smaller comparison, how to specify? By the ratio. If you use ratio, it is specified as those two triangles are not equal in length, they are varying. AB by PQ, that is also equal to BC by QR. BC by QR. It is also equal to lost AC by PR. All the three ratios are equal. This is the very important level of the second from the similarity of triangle. Third, what is the third level of the similarity? These two triangles are proved by any one of the criterion taken and similar. Next level, corresponding sides ratio. So we wrote corresponding sides ratio. Once the triangles are similar, you can write the ratio of the sides. Next is what? Area. What is the comparison of their areas? When we go for area of triangle ABC, by area of triangle PQR. So these two triangles are equal by their angles. They are not equal by their sides, but their sides are in the ratio. The third one is area wise they are not equal. How come area wise they are equal? One is bigger and another one is smaller triangle. Definitely the area of both the triangles are not same. Then the area of those two triangles are not same, but they are in the ratio. How to get the area of both the triangles ratio? How to get? There are three ratios you wrote now from the corresponding sides. Out of these three ratio, any one you take, AB by PQ, any one RBC by QR, AC by PR, any one you take and go for squaring. If you take the corresponding sides ratio, for that if you go for squaring, what answer you obtain, that answer is equal to area of both the triangle. Suppose this triangle, one of the side length is 6 centimeter. This triangle, one of the side length is 4 centimeter. These two triangles are vary by 6 by 4. This triangle side is 6. This triangle side is 4. If you go for area, this triangle side is 6. This triangle side is 4. For that, if you go for squaring, 2 3s are 2 2s are 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4. That means 6 and 4 are their lengths. The lengths of both the triangles, 6 centimeter and 4 centimeter. So this triangle has 6 centimeter, this triangle has 4 centimeter length. But when we go for area, this triangle will be 9, this triangle will be 4. That means the area of these two triangles are related by 9:4. Their sides are 6 and 4, but their areas are not 6 and 4. 6 and 4 are what? The lengths of their length, the lengths of those two triangles. But 9 and 4 are area of their triangles. So 9 by 4 is the area of those two triangles. 9:4 finally. That means one triangle is 9 times, another triangle just 4 times. Their sides are 6:4. Their sides are 6:4, but their areas are 9:4. Sides are 6:4. Their areas are 9:4. So how to get areas? It is very simple. If you know the ratio of the sides, for that you go for the squaring. So for the ratio of their sides, just if you go for squaring, what answer you get? That is the ratio of the areas. So today's class, some problem let us we take. Those problems are based on mainly this concept of area. So we use the concept of area and we go for some example problems. One thing keep it in mind before going to the problems. So when you are writing the area of both the triangles ratio, definitely those triangles should be similar. If triangles are similar only you can go for this. If triangles are not similar, you cannot write like this. So then what to do? Always when areas of both those two triangle ratio, if you want, first get the similarity proof, then go for it. So first prove the triangles are similar, then go for the squaring of their corresponding sides. Let's take an example. If triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, area of triangle ABC is equal to 64 centimeter square, area of triangle DEF is equal to 121 centimeter square. If EF is equal to 15.4 centimeter, Find BC. This is the question for 1 mark or 2 marks. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, area of ABC is 64 centimeter square, area of DEF 121 centimeter square, EF length is 15.4. What is the length of BC? See, as I told, when you are going for areas of those two triangles given, first we need to prove those two triangles are similar. But in this case, you need not to show. The reason is already triangles are similar given. Look at here. If triangles are not similar, first prove those two triangles are similar, then go for their areas. But already triangles are similar given, you need not to prove, directly go for area. We know that, so we go for solution. Area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF is equal to, how to write area of triangle ABC and area of triangle DEF, how to write? As I told, take any one corresponding sides from both the triangle and go for squaring. If you take the corresponding side and if you are going for squaring, that's it. You get the ratio of their areas. So which pair will take? AB by DE whole square will go, or BC by EF whole square, or first last AC by DA, which are given. Understand here. Look at here. EF is 15.4 given. Therefore, when we take EF from the triangle DEF, we'll choose BC. If you take AB by DE, both the lengths are not given. So better you take BC by EF whole square. Now, area of ABC is given here. Look at here. 64 given. We write 64 centimeter square. By DEF length also given 121 centimeter square is equal to. BC length is not given, to be find out BC only. EF length is 15.4. Go for squaring. Squaring is there. The next. Centimeter square cancelled. Then this side square is there. So to remove this square, we'll take square root on both the side. If you go for square root on both the side, square root of 64 by 121 is equal to square root of BC by 15.4 whole square. Both the side I am taking square root. Now square root of 64 is 8, square root of 121 is 11. You know that 8 into 8 64, 11 into 11 121 is equal to, your square and square root both are cancelled. BC by 15.4 we will get. Then we go for cross multiplication. 11 BC, 11 into BC is equal to 8 into 15.4 you get. Then BC is equal to 8 into 15.4 divided by 11. So we cancel this 11 and 154. 11 ones are 11. Here 4 is the remainder. 4.4 you cannot cancel. 0.44 it becomes 4. So 11, 1.4 is the 15.4. Now 8 into 1.4. So 8 into 1.4 multiplied. 8 4s are 32. 3 carry. 8 ones are then 11. You get 11.2 centimeters. So therefore the length of BC is 11.4 centimeter. In this way you can get the length of unknown side by using the concept of two triangles areas once they are similar. Your triangles are similar given, so therefore I went straight away to the squaring of their corresponding. If triangles are not similar given, first you have to finish this task, then go for the areas like here. First prove, then go for corresponding sides ratio, then go for areas. If triangles are already similar, directly you go for areas, no need to prove. Your triangles are similar already, no need to prove. Go for another example. Diagonals of a trapezium ABCD. So let us draw trapezium. Diagonals of a trapezium ABCD. ABCD. So diagonals of a trapezium ABCD, in that AB parallel to CD. Look at these two sides are parallel. As you know, in trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. The diagonals intersect each other at O. If AB equal to 2CD, this is the one of the given. If AB is equal to 2CD, find the ratio of area of triangle AOB and triangle COD. This is the question. If ABCD is a trapezium, in that AB parallel to CD, both the diagonals meet each other at O. One of the clue is AB equal to 2 times of CD. This length of AB is 2 times of CD length. Find the ratio of areas of, look at, find the ratio of areas of. So when they ask areas of two triangle ratio, we go for that area relation between two triangles by using the squaring. But one thing here, triangles are similar is not given. See, observe here, AOB triangle and COD triangle ratios if you want in terms of areas, but these two triangles should be similar no first. But it is not given. In last problem it was given by this symbol, but in this problem these two triangles are similar or not given. Other than proving this, we cannot go to areas of their ratios. So therefore, what we will do, first we select these two triangles. Let us prove these two triangles are similar. Solution. Consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. First, let us take those two triangles. Now, in these two triangles, which are equal, we'll see. As you know, these two opposite sides are parallel, and once the parallels are given, this corresponding angles, alternate angles should be remembered. So DC and AB are parallel given. No? When we go in the shape of Z like this, the C angle will be equal to A angle. Alternate angles, look at here. And thus O and thus O, both are equal because vertically opposite angle. See, A angle equal to C angle. Why? Because A angle equal to C angle. The reason is angle A equal to angle C, alternate angles. Next, this O and this, both the O's are vertically opposite angle. That means AOB. Thus O equal to O. Why? Because AOB angle is equal to COD angle. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. AOB is equal to COD, vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. So once two pair of angles are equal, they are similar. Therefore, triangle AOB similar to triangle COD. The reason is AA criterion. AA criterion we used. There are two pairs of corresponding angles are equal. We proved. Therefore, these two triangles are similar. Once these two triangles are similar, what we should do next? We write the corresponding sides ratio. That is the second level. Once the triangles are similar, go for the ratio. How to write the ratio? AO by CO. Next, OB by OD. Last, AB by CD. Right. And one clue is given here. Look at here. AB is equal to 2 times of CD given. That means this AB is there. No, this is 2 times of CD. 2 times of CD by CD. CD cancelled. You will get 2 by 1. The question AB is equal to 2 times of CD given. So what I did, AB is replaced by 2 times of CD. CD cancelled, 2 by 1. What is our main question? Area. Area of triangle AOB by area of triangle COD. This is our main question. So here look in the question. Find the ratio of areas of both the triangles. So area of AOB by area of COD is equal to. You can select any one. Yeah, there are 3 ratios are there, right? In that any one you can take in place of area. So which one will take? In these 3, which is the value given? The last one value is already we know that. Look at here. AB by CD. 2 times of CD by CD cancel, 2 by 1. So therefore what we will take? AB by CD only we will take. But don't forget to put square. In corresponding sides ratio without square, right? When we go for area, you have to do square. Because this one in my previous class, I taught you how to prove by using the theorem. Now AB by CD answer how much we got? 2 by 1. And go for square. Finally 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1. So what is the answer? Areas of both the triangles is equal to 4:1. Question was, What is the ratio of their areas? The ratio of their areas is equal to 4:1. We go for the other example. PEF are the midpoints of triangle ABC, AB, BC and CA. DEF are the midpoints of triangle ABC, AB, BC and CA. Find the ratio of triangle DEF and triangle ABC. This is the question. Find the ratio of areas of triangle ABC and triangle DEF. DEF are the midpoints of triangle ABC. These three are the midpoints of triangle ABC. AB, BC, CA. Find the ratio of areas of these two triangles. So let us draw one convenient diagram for the given question. There is no diagram for this question. We will draw. First, let us take ABC. ABC is a triangle they have given. In this triangle, DEF are midpoints of what? AB, BC, CA. So AB midpoint is D. Look at, I go for AB midpoint D, and E is the midpoint of BC, E, and F is the midpoint of AC. So let us join all the three midpoints. We get triangle DEF. The main question is, what is the ratio of areas of DEF and ABC? This DEF is the smaller triangle, ABC is the bigger triangle. So what is the relation between these two triangles areas? So what we do now? So let us prove DEF and ABC are similar or not, then we get it. So to prove these two triangles are similar or not, what concept to be used? AAA or SSS or SAS? Which one we can use here? There is no clue of equal angle. So look at here, parallel lines are not there. DEF triangle, in this triangle, which are the angles equal to ABC triangle? So it is now difficult task. So we need to think alternatively here. How to prove DEF and ABC are similar? Because in DEF is the smaller, ABC bigger. Any two angles of the smaller triangle should be equal to bigger triangle. A equal to E, D equal to C, like that. See, look at here. One clue is given in the question, midpoint. So when we see this midpoint words, it is not only one midpoint. There are three midpoints are there. So shall we go to now midpoint theorem? What midpoint theorem explains? A line joining two midpoints will be parallel to the third side and half of its length. That we know that. That means DE. D is a line joining two midpoints. Yes, we know that D, E, F, all the three are midpoints. So a line joining D and F. D and F line join. These two are midpoints. No, so a line joining midpoints will be parallel to third side. That means DF parallel to BC. Similarly, E and F are midpoints. The line joining two midpoints will be parallel to third side. So EF parallel to AB. The another one, D and E also midpoints. So line joining midpoints of a triangle will be parallel to the third side. So therefore, there are three parallel lines we got, right? So in this, now we go for finding solution as DEF or midpoints DF parallel to BC, right? DF parallel to BC, DE parallel to AC, and EF parallel to AB. On what basis I wrote this one? This is by midpoint theorem. Using midpoint theorem, There are three parallel sides we have obtained. And also the DF and BC. DF length is DF is equal to half of BC. The DF is half of BC. Or this DE length is the DE length, that is half of AC. DE is equal to half of AC. The another one is EF. EF also half of AB. EF is equal to half of AB. This is also by midpoint theorem. So from the midpoint theorem, we obtained this much of result, that is 3 parallel lines and 3 half in the length of other side. Using all these points, let us go for proving. Now, to write the ratio of areas of these two triangles, what I said, first prove these two triangles are similar first. Before similar, you cannot write the area of their ratios. Consider triangle DEF and triangle ABC. So they said us to find the areas of these two triangle ratios, right? So let us take these two triangles. Now, why this D is equal to A? Let us think. Why this D is equal to A? So here the D is not equal to A. E is equal to A. But E is equal to A. Why? Because here in this looks like a parallelogram, right? Parallelogram. Even this is also parallel. Look at parallel lines are there. DF parallel to BE. EF parallel to BD. So these two opposite sides are parallel. Here also another pair of opposite sides. So when opposite sides are parallel, so this has become a parallelogram. This is parallelogram, right? In parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. We know that. Similarly, AFED. This is also parallelogram. Check. Look at opposite sides are parallel. Another pair of opposite sides are parallel. So this is also one trapezium, DEFA. So here angle A equal to angle A, because these two are opposite angle of parallelogram. One more parallelogram you could see here. Look at. This is another parallelogram. In this parallelogram, angle C equal to angle D. So by this parallelogram, we got 3 opposite angles are equal. But when we go to the question, angle D is equal to angle A, it is showing. But here angle D is not equal to angle A. Angle D is equal to angle C, opposite angle of parallelogram. Angle D equal to angle C, but here angle D equal to angle A, it is showing. So this written way is wrong. But in this question, they have used the ABC word only, a triangle DEF and a triangle ABC. But from the diagram, it is confirmed that angle D is equal to angle C. So angle D place what should come? Angle C should come. Angle E is equal to angle A. So E place is filled by A. Angle E equal to angle A. Then angle F is equal to angle B. Angle F is equal to angle B. It is not ABC. It is wrong way of writing ABC. For DEF triangle, it should not be ABC. It is CAB is correct. Now write angle D equal to angle C. The reason is opposite angles of parallelogram. Similarly, angle E is equal to angle F. The same reason, angle F is equal to angle E is equal to angle A. Sorry, angle A. Angle F is equal to angle B. That is also same reason. Therefore, triangle DEF similar to triangle CAB by AAA criterion. Now we have proved. Let us go for corresponding sides ratio, second level. After proving triangles are similar, how to write the ratios? DE by CA, EF by AB. This is DE by EF, and last one is DF by CB. Now we go for areas. Area of triangle DEF by area of triangle CAB is equal to, so how to get the areas of these two? Out of these three, any one you take, any one take, no problem. Which one should tell select here? Here none of the lengths are, we know these three relations of opposite, so better we go for any one, no problem. Select first only DE by CA whole square, right? Don't forget to put square during the area. DE by CA. So we got already here, look at here. D is equal to half of AC, right? DE is equal to half of AC. Or cross multiplied 2D is equal to AC, right? D is equal to half of AC. 2 is shifted here. 2D is equal to AC. In place of AC, what you can write? 2DE. Look at AC is equal to 2DE. You put in place of AC 2DE. This DE write as it is. AC is replaced by 2. D cancelled. 1 by 2 whole square 1. Here 2 remainders. 1 square 1 is to 2 square 4. Finally we get 1 is to 4. Therefore the smaller triangle DEF is 1 part. The bigger triangle is 4 part. They are 1 is to 4 in their areas, not by the sides. They are double by, bigger triangle is double of smaller triangle in size. But in area, the bigger triangle is 4 times of the smaller triangle. Let's go for another example. Prove that area of an equilateral triangle formed on one side of a square is equal to half of area of another triangle formed on its diagonal. Here is the question. Prove that area of an equilateral triangle formed on one side of the square. So let us draw first square. We take square. The question is, prove that area of an equilateral triangle formed on one side of the square. So we'll take any one side. We'll take this side. On that side, they told to form an equilateral triangle. Form an equilateral triangle. So they told this is an equilateral triangle. Look at. So area of an equilateral triangle formed on one side of the square. This is a square. We mark this square as ABCD. ABCD here in a square ABCD, all 4 angles are equal. All 4 sides are equal. All 4 angles are 90 degree. All 4 sides are equal. So ABCD is having all 4 sides are equal. And on any one of this side will form equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. All the 3 sides, already these all 4 sides are equal. When you form an equilateral triangle here, all the 3 sides again equal, because this is an equilateral triangle DC. So we mark this as E. Look at here also I marked double strokes. The reason is this is already a square. In square all 4 sides are equal. So on one of the side you are forming an equilateral rectangle. Therefore all the 3 sides of equilateral triangle also equal. Finally all 5 sides are here equal. All 6 sides are equal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is all 4 sides are equal because of square. Here all the 3 sides are equal because it is an equilateral triangle. This triangle area of an equilateral triangle here, which is equilateral triangle DEC. This area of triangle DEC is equal to half of the area of another triangle formed on diagonal. So this triangle area is half of this triangle. This equilateral triangle area is equal to half of area formed on diagonal. So we'll form one more equilateral triangle on diagonal they told. So this is the diagonal. We'll take AC diagonal. On AC diagonal we have to form one equilateral triangle. So don't take this as equilateral. Diagonal is longer, right? Longer than the other sides. So therefore we need to form an equilateral triangle on diagonal like this. So why can't this triangle? Because in this triangle these two are equal, we know that, but diagonal is always greater than this side, right? So if you take this triangle, these two become equal, this is longer than other two, it become an isosceles triangle. Therefore, if you want to form equilateral triangle on one of the diagonal, you need to draw separate like this. Now I mark single stroke on this. Look at these three. See, because and I mark this as F. AFC triangle. AFC triangle is formed on diagonal. DEC triangle formed on side. DEC triangle formed on side. AFC triangle formed on diagonal. So this AFC triangle is separately one equilateral triangle. All the three sides are equal. This DEC triangle is another equilateral triangle. All the three sides are equal. The question is, area of this DEC triangle is equal to half of the area of AFC triangle. This is the question. This is to be proved. Area of one triangle formed on one side of the square is equal to half of the area of another triangle formed on diagonal. But both are equilateral triangle. That clue is given. As triangle DEC and triangle AFC are equilateral. Correct? No, DEC and AFC both are equilateral. Angle D equal to angle F, angle E equal to angle F, and angle C equal to angle C. Why? As both the triangles are equilateral triangle, all the three angles are equal because all are equal to 60 degree. You know that in every equilateral triangle, all the three angles are equal to 60 degree. This is an equilateral, right? So 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. This is also equilateral, no? So therefore 60 degree, this 60 degree, and this is 60 degree. All the three angles of AFC and the other three angles of DEC are straight away equal because both are equilateral triangle. All the equilateral triangles are similar but not congruent. If two equilateral triangles to be congruent, the size should be equal. But all equilateral triangles are similar because always in equilateral triangle all the three angles are 60 degree. Therefore, both the triangles are having 60 degree. Straight away we go to triangle DEC similar to triangle AFC. I can write because all the three angles are 60 degree equal. Two equilateral triangles always similar because both are having 60 degree. All the three angles measure. So once we proved this by AAA 60 degree, then we go for corresponding sides ratio. DE by AF, EC by FC, first lost, EC by AC. The next one. So after that we go for area. When we go for areas, area of triangle DEC by area of triangle AFC. So this we have to prove. This we have to prove as half. So how to prove? This is an equilateral triangle, right? So we go for all the three sides of length AAA we take. Because in equilateral triangle all the three sides are equal, so we go for AAA. Now the square also got now A. So I can write here square sides also A because first what I did, let any one side of the equilateral triangle is A. If DEC triangle length is A, so all the three sides are A units, A. But this A unit is side of the square. So therefore square sides also become A because all the sides are equal. No, you know that if side length is A units in square, but definitely diagonal length is root 2A units. The square side is A units, the diagonal of the same square is root 2 units. That is by Pythagoras theorem. So as here 90 degree is there, here A and A, what is the length of diagonal? You can go for 90 degree opposite. Square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of these two. So diagonal length is not given now. So square on the diagonal is equal to sum of squares of other two. a square plus a square. AC square is equal to DC square plus AC square. Here 90 degrees there, no? I am using Pythagoras theorem. Square on the hypotenuse. AC square is equal to sum of squares of these two. A square plus a square to a square. If you want to get only AC square, if you shift it there, it becomes square root of square. Root 2 value, root 2 only rational number. But root, if you put for a square, it becomes only a. So finally, what is the length of AC? Root 2a. So it becomes root 2a. So now we go for what AC is root 2a, then CF also root 2a and AF also root 2a, correct? Here this become a, all the three are a. Now AC is diagonal, no? Diagonal is root 2a. All the three sides of another equilateral triangle also root 2a, because this equilateral triangle is formed on diagonal. Diagonal is root 2a, all the three are root 2a. If side is a, this triangle is having, because this triangle is formed on side a. This triangle is formed on diagonal root 2a, root 2a, root 2a. Now we'll put here. We take triangle DEC. So in triangle DEC, DE by AF. First only we'll take DE by AF also. What is the length of DE here? A. What is the length of AC here? Root 2a. So we'll substitute here. From the diagram, this is the DE length is A, AF length is root 2a whole square. A square is, first cancel A and A inside. We'll get 1 by root 2 whole square. 1 square is 1, root 2 square is only 2. So we get area of triangle DEC by area of triangle AFC. Cross multiplied, 2 into this is 2 into area of triangle DEC is equal to 1 into anything same, area of triangle AFC. Read it now. Area of triangle AFC is 2 times of area of triangle DEC. Area of triangle AFC is what? Triangle formed on diagonal. DEC is what? Triangle formed on side. So what was the question? Area of triangle formed on diagonal is double of the area of triangle formed on side, or area of the triangle formed on side is equal to 2 shifted that side, it becomes 1 by 2 area of triangle formed on diagonal. Area of triangle formed on side is equal to half of the area of triangle formed on diagonal. That is the question here. Look at area of the triangle formed on side is equal to the half of area of triangle formed on diagonal. Like this you can solve the problem using the concept of similarity. But which are the problem you are solving on the concept of similarity? Always remember, first prove triangles are similar, then go for sides ratio, then finally go for areas. In areas, don't forget to put square. If triangles are already similar given, you can go to the second level and third level straight away. If it is not given, first prove, then go for the next levels. So it's now homework time. From the exercise 6.4, question number 3, question number 6, and example problem 9. Example problem 9 from the same concept. Try at your home. Don't you, students? Yes, it is easy. Hope you got this idea of solving problems on similarity. Thank you.